Let's start with you, Mohammed. Why do you think blockchain technology, particularly a public chain such as BSV, is effective for delivering e-government and public sector services?
Yeah, first of all, I think the one entity requires blockchain the most is the government. All the government entities, why is that so? Because they need to gain the trust of the citizen. And blockchain is that enabler for them. So now coming to the point of why BSV as a blockchain platform for the government, again, for many reasons. First reason is the faster transaction, low cost, and very importantly, as I discussed in my last day's keynote as well, the ecosystem that comes with the BSV blockchain. TAL as transaction processor solves a lot of problems for the CFOs to keep it as a budgeted project rather than just going off with the volatility of the transaction fee in month to month or day to day or minute to minute. They can keep it on a fixed cost for like a year or so on basis of a number of transactions. So I believe that these are the factors why the governments slowly and gradually they will start exploring the public blockchains. So far they are not, but once they will be jumping onto the public blockchain domain, I think the BSV will be the first one which will be raising their hand and getting them the right value.
Right. Geoffrey, your company works with a number of government agencies in terms of the data solutions. Why do you think government agencies should be using blockchain technology?
Yeah, thank you, Jimmy, for the question. I think it's important for the government agencies to start looking into coming on blockchain in order to improve the transparency and also repair the already dead trust between the government and the citizen in terms of government handling their data.
Yeah. Geoffrey, can you tell us a little bit more about your company? It's newer to the world of BSV fans. Tell us what Domineum does and how it works with governments.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Domineum blockchain solution provide a blockchain as a service platform to help support government department to move from traditional database into blockchain protocols. We have two flagship products. One is called CTN. CTN stands for Cargo Tracking Nodes, which was originated following the September 11 terrorist attack in the United States, which led the International Maritime Organization to introduce a security framework for enhancing and protection of international shipping. So basically, we have helped Sierra Leone government through the Sierra Leone Port Authority to implement this cargo tracking. Not only have we reduced dangerous goods items coming into Sierra Leone, we have also helped the government increase revenue worth millions of dollars within 11 months of operation in Sierra Leone. And we are in the process of bringing this solution on BSV platform. So, Jimmy, look at in a couple of weeks' time, you will see Domineum first transaction on BSV platform.
I'm excited. I'm going to be watching those block explorers like a hawk. And that's partly because you recently announced a partnership deal with nChain to help with the integration of your existing solutions to BSV. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. We also provide land registry solution on blockchain, Jimmy. So over the years, by the way, we have partnership piloting in Abia State in Nigeria. So over the years, we've been looking out for the best blockchain provider in the market. We after the due diligence, we then, with the help of Engine, we then decided to implement BSV one because BSV is called the unique transaction capability. The fee is very good. I think BSV is built for African market, and it's got good leadership. So with all this, we thought BSV would be the right place for Domineum to build its solution.
Thank you. Good to hear. Ahmed, let's go to you. You're sitting in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia now, although I know you were raised in the United States, so you have a very international experience. Given your work as the representative on this panel that does work for a government entity, municipality, tell us about why you are so passionate about bringing blockchain technology to government use and what you do in that respect with the Holy Makkah Municipality.
Thank you very much for this question. One important thing I just need to mention real quick, a lot of government entities and agencies, they're still trying to figure out their way in the whole, trying to figure out their place into the blockchain space because of the lack of knowledge, the lack of awareness, and many other factors. But when it comes to my understanding and belief in how blockchain could be the next big thing, it comes from the factor of the transparency and the security and deniability and immutability and the trust. And these are the elements that the governments around the world are looking for. But they're looking for in the past 20, 30 years with the birth of the internet wasn't satisfying. We hear a lot of challenges and especially when it comes to the amount of projects in the data side that the governments are dealing with and trying to find solution for, whether it's just a municipality or an actual federal government or any level of public sector services. The reason being that technology is being introduced immature and incomplete. So the blockchain has the ability to actually solve these challenges that the government are facing today. With the challenge that they have lack of knowledge, that a lot of leaders, a lot of people in the technology world, they kind of just bring this out-of-box solution to government saying this will fit. And of course, government being handling sensitive data and sensitive services, they always take, I guess, very hesitant in what is this technology is going to bring to us. So my, I guess, belief in this area and my challenge became how to actually bring more people on the table and introduce this phenomena. And I can call it general purpose technology, or I can call it new revolution or whatever, that is going to actually help government answer the big questions.
Got it.
Security, transparency, and trust. And they wanted that to provide better service to their citizens. So that's why I think it's very important for government. So, and to come to my experience with projects with blockchain in Saudi Arabia, what we did is actually we looked into the entire ecosystem and entire challenges of or set of problems that we're facing in services that facing many areas, and we thought how or we looked in how we can fix these challenges with blockchain. And at the end of our project, we were able to see actual results that legacy systems, regular systems that are not able to deliver.
Got it. So, Ahmed, can you really quickly tell us about this pilot project you've worked on with Mohammed for the Makkah Municipality?
Well, thank you. It was a POC for the Hajj services. and the Hajj services in Makkah, Saudi Arabia. It's set of an ecosystem that has multiple services that are provided to citizens, requiring multiple government agencies to collaborate, handling transactions from identity to third-party verifications with services, and also includes some committees that need to approve certain services. So what we did actually, this service is already up and running with a regular traditional technologies, and some of it is still in a paperwork format, and some of it in a remote format. I guess one agency done one service, part of the service, and go to the other agency to do the rest of the service. And so it take a long time to, I guess, figure out the process and complete it. So what we did, we brought this ecosystem of multiple agencies together and committee, so they can, at the end, they go through the whole entire process, and we were able in minutes transfer work of weeks and in some cases months, requiring 10, 15 different stakeholders to participate, and having a transaction or printing a permit for a service provider or a hospitality business to host an individual coming from overseas in a matter of minutes, as I mentioned. So it's I guess it's a time-consuming process for this type of service, and you need a robust technology, and you need a reliable technology that it could not fail, and it could not have any other the traditional challenges we see with other services. And that's why we moved in this direction, and we are hoping to move in a more scalable I guess direction in the future.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask Mohammed about. Now, obviously, you and Ahmed started working on that proof of concept before we got to educate you about BSV. So it's not built on the BSV blockchain, but tell us about what efforts you may make to move some of the projects you've already got going on in the Middle East to BSV.
Yeah, my strategy is that I think our title of this panel is eGovernment and Public Sector Applications. Yes. I think BSV ecosystem should come up with applications which are very much useful for the eGovernment and public sector. And there can be 2 or 3, and we can replicate them, we can customize them for different authorities. But this is, I think, that should be the strategy for us. If we want to take governments on board for BSV applications, customized products are required. The birth certificates, e-credentials, these are the very common needs of any kind of government entity. They do a lot of certifications, registries, vehicle registries, and all that kind of thing. We can have few products in our shelf, then customize on different requirements, and that, to me, is a very clear formula to gain momentum in the e-government sector.
Got it. Geoffrey, Africa as a continent is a key target for you, and I know your company maintains an office in Nigeria. Can you give us examples of the types of specific blockchain applications, as Mohammed was just mentioning, that you think countries in Africa most need and that you're trying to deliver?
Thank you, Jimmy. I think the inherent characteristic of blockchain technology can help African countries in enhancing transparency and address efficiency that have plagued several sectors within the economy in Africa. So blockchain solutions such as digital identity management and credential management are ripe to leapfrog digital infrastructure in pursuing inclusive growth in Africa. Jimmy, government often have to contend with limit of non-existent digital infrastructure to achieve goals on a national scale. Creating a national database of all citizens, I think, is crucial to enable government to provide public the desired value services. However, it is often out of reach due to technical and resources constraint. So blockchain-based digital identities can also solve these challenges by bridging the data inefficiency for social economic development by providing valuable data for the provision of public services in improving access to essential services for its people.
All right, Ahmed, so you're helping us lead our government efforts now for the Middle East. Why do you think blockchain technology has such interest in the Middle East? As someone who's obviously traveled to there and met you, governments there seem, super enthusiastic about developing blockchain applications. What's so unique about blockchain and Middle East as a combination for governments?
This is a great question, Jimmy. First, let's talk about Middle East as a, geographical location. They are, in general, I worked in the U.S. government for a long time, and they are very slow in adapting to new technology because of the size of the government and the size of the challenges that require the process of adapting. Middle East is young government with a lot of ambitions and building a lot of cities out of, in a new places. So this has created a appetite for adapting new technology, moving in the right direction, correcting what big older governments has, suffered for long years and times. So, and COVID-19, one of this, prove young governments in Middle East has this potential of changing the world, if I would say. So when it comes to adapting to technology, they always look at the latest, the robust, the best, and the more reliable. And when it comes to something like that, you got all this combination in the blockchain. And that's why government looked into blockchain as a, maybe we need to invest in this before we are too late. Because we live in a time that just like the 1995 of the internet, it's the whoever adapted earlier have the story of success, and then he can share or sell this success to other government. That's why people are trying to, in Middle East, they have a big appetite for moving in a direction of bringing such technology and in a rapid basis. So, and as we mentioned in all the panelists, they're talking about how the reliability and transparency and all the trust, those are created a demand for using such a technology. So my understanding and my belief, talking to government officials, talking to colleagues, talking to people, leaders in the Middle East in this domain, they are always open for, newer, faster, reliable technology that will bring the success that they want to their services and to their citizens.
Got it. Mohammed, what are you telling government representatives, because I know you're talking to them already, in the Middle East as well as South Asia, because you split your time between Middle East and South Asia, about BSV and why they should be using it for their government services?
Yeah, the start is always education, awareness. What is the difference between, first of all, because first of all, when they think about blockchain, they think about the cryptocurrency side and the trading side of it. So you need to clear that fog from their head that there's a technology, just like AI, just like IoT, just like any other technology. It is having its own benefits for the efficiency, and especially with the blockchain, it has the element of a trust, which is essential for their operations. So the education part comes first. That's what we did with the Makkah Municipality as well. We did a one-day workshop where they got a lot of clarity about what are the pros and cons of this technology, where are the challenges, where are the benefits. Then we moved on to give them a taste of technology, which is the POC. So yes, the second step for BSV Hub will be to bring some POC implementation, both in South Asia and plus Middle East region. Then next step would be production grade implementation. So it has to be a strategic step-by-step roadmap, because governments move slow. If we want to rush things with them, I think we'll not be able to get them. So better to walk with their pace and implement the journey successfully.
And very quickly, what are the types of applications that you see most request for from government agencies?
Again, I'll say the e-services, because these days most of the government entities in South Asia and Middle East, they are putting everything on the e-services. All of the citizen business services, they are putting on digital transformation initiatives. So this is
like
an
applying for your
opportunity.
passport or a birth certificate
even
copy.
if they lose, if the citizens are losing some passport and all, this is something the Dubai police has done. So you can complain it through the blockchain application, adapt. So it is connecting all of the 3 or 4 entities. So normally the procedure is 5 to 6 days. With this new blockchain-based app, the connectivity between the ecosystem is super efficient and super secured on a trusted layer. So it's a matter of 5-6 minutes. You get your lost passport request been done. So this is one of the area where most of the requests are coming. We are going to do something together with the Ministry of HR and Emiratization. So again, training is one of the very essential part. They want to train.
Talking about with the UAE.
Yes, in the UAE, yes. So the first, again, roadmap is to educate them and put together some courses for the Emirati nationals, so they can, decision makers, so they can understand, okay, what are the opportunities. Next move will be assessment of use cases. Yep. How we can, how they can again explore where are the gaps in their current IT architecture to put the layer of blockchain. Yep. And the third part will be, okay, these are the areas which needs immediate attention. Yep. And some POC or pilot or even a production grade. They're ready to explore the production grade implementation as well.
Yeah, so we've had some interesting conversations with the ministry representatives about that, you and I. Let me go back to Geoffrey. Geoffrey, can you tell us a little bit more about your land registry title product now, where it's used and how you think it'll be better once you move it to the BSV blockchain?
Thank you, Jimmy. So we are currently implementing the land registry solution in Abia State, Nigeria. So we went back a bit, Jimmy, to look at the culture, the tradition, way of managing land and properties, and marry this with the existing legal framework within the state, and then created like a process around these findings. Jimmy, something interesting happened. Immediately we finished this, the government revenue increased significantly. So the next stage for us is to then put these processes on BSV protocol, and we will see that happen on the 1st of November 2021. So watch out.
We'll be watching out. Yeah, I'm waiting for the transactions from the cargo tracking first. Can you tell us anything about any additional types of applications for other use cases you may be thinking of creating beyond just your land title registry as well as the cargo tracking Domineum marine product that you have?
Thank you, Jimmy. We're in talk with the Ministry of Interior. In a few weeks' time, we will start
Thank you.
going through the marriage registry of Nigeria. We're looking to put that on chain, but it's go. We have a few more weeks to go regarding the marriage registry solution. We also working with the institution in charge of academics in Nigeria to put in academic credentials on chain as well. But again, this is early stage conversation we're having with them.
Well, we're excited to see how all of those projects develop. Ahmed,
Thank you, Jimmy.
as we wrap up this session, let me go back to you and ask, you are newer to the BSV space. You spent the last, number of months, I think since, I first got to meet you through Mohammed, learning a lot about BSV. What are the things you've learned that led you to decide to be, one of our representatives and leaders for government initiatives in the Middle East?
Thank you for this question, and also thank you for introducing me to BSV, because that was, I guess, the beginning to, a successful journey. Hopefully that this is just the start of it. Being in this blockchain system, we, as we mentioned a couple of times, dealing with government, number one thing you have to do is the education. To do what after that? To use this technology to have successful services and to faster move the data to where it's going, and to scale your project. And any steps taken with this regard and with this, order for government entities, it will be a successful. And because government agencies cannot afford to try and fail.
Right.
They are very slow adapter and very, very hesitant about anything. So BSV put two things right up front for any person who wants to deal with this blockchain phenomenon. Is number one is the cost of transaction and the speed of transaction, if I can put them in one. And number two is education, or if I can reverse that, education and speed of transaction and the cost. And those things are usually, if you have them in one bundle, you get the success you want with projects in government level. And that's exactly what BSV is doing. And that's, I know no other, organization are doing the similar when it comes to education, when it comes to the cost of transaction, and it's always upfront, no challenge in that area. So that's led me to believe and dig and read. I didn't just lose it out of the bat. I just went and did a lot of study and research and talked to professionals. And so I came to the conclusion, this is the combination I need to be successful personally in those projects and leading this transformation success, and also attract others to be successful. Because I guess in order for having this, in order for us to have this blockchain to become a thing, we need other people to join. And in order for join, you need to show the success. And you can't just have success without these elements together. So BSV providing the right education and the right cost and the speed of transaction that any government agency need to join this technology.
Great. And Mohammed, we'll have the final word with you. What can the BSV ecosystem out there globally do to help you in your efforts lead to more government applications in the Middle East? And what else do you want them to know about what you're planning?
I think since I'm wearing both hats, the BSV Hub lead in the region and also having my own project, InvoiceMate, which, by the way, we are having our first client as the government of one of the government entities in Saudi. So this is on behalf of the InvoiceMate and also as the BSV Hub lead. I would be encouraging, and in fact, I'll be offering everyone who is listening from the government entities, we are open to give them a free trial for this application, which they can use for their day-to-day operations. Accountancy is a very big application area, and a quick win you can have to see, you can visualize the ROI very quickly when you are putting some application relevant to the accountancy. So this, on behalf of InvoiceMate and as a lead, I'm happy to offer all the government entities to have a trial of this application and see the benefits of the blockchain firsthand.
From all over the world.
From all over the world, yeah.
You hear that? Government entities all over the world. If you want a free trial of Mohammed's InvoiceMate blockchain application to create more efficiencies and trusted integrity in your accounting process, which will be using the BSV blockchain, contact InvoiceMate. A great example of how we can ignite the power of BSV in the government and ignite the power of data. Thank you so much to our panelists. Let's give them a round of applause to Ahmed, Geoffrey, and Mohammed.
Imagine in 1997 paying for something with your watch. Remember the last time you used cash? The world has been digitized. Almost.
Cash was once seen as the last bastion for reform, but now is on the decline. Digital transactions have outcompeted hard currency since 2017 in the UK, but breakthrough bold technologies like blockchain have revolutionized more than just money.
Disruptive technologies call for disruptive lawyers, ones that don't just accept the trend, but find new ways of interpreting the law. We are currently the only global law firm with a real track record in the area of Bitcoin and blockchain. We are results-driven and care only about securing the best possible result for our clients.
We trace the supposedly untraceable. We pioneer the future of law. We deliver new solutions. We are law changers.